So just a few days ago, longtime Representative Don Young from the state of Alaska died. He's been a Republican representative in the U.S. House for hell, longer than I can even remember. Guy's been a mainstay there. And, as they often do, Republicans were quick to try to jump in and not just eulogize him and praise him undeservedly, but one of them, Sarah Palin, decided this might be her moment to shine, right? Could be her moment to inject herself back into the American political arena after being irrelevant for many, many years. Basically 14 years since she lost with John McCain in 2008. So the former half-term Alaskan governor went on Newsmax this week to speak with former Fox News host Eric Bolling, where Palin had this to say about the great Don Young. Oh my goodness, think of those huge shoes that are to be filled when we consider Don Young's longevity and his passion, his love, his fighting spirit for our wonderful state of Alaska and for the nation as a whole. If I were asked to serve in the House and take his place, I would be humbled and honored. And I would, in a heartbeat, I would. We'll see how that process is going to go in terms of filling that seat, but that would be an honor. Cool, so you want a seat, right? That's pretty much what we're getting from that little statement there. Like, oh man, it's so sad. Dude was awesome. Hey, I heard his seat's empty. Has anybody called shotgun on that? Because if not, it's mine, Sarah Palin says. Here's the problem with this moron's plan. You see, in Alaska, if you have a sitting member that no longer is in that seat, death, retirement, going to prison, whatever it is, the governor doesn't just appoint somebody new. That's how the House of Representatives works. You don't just get to appoint somebody like some states do with the senators. No. You have a special election. So Sarah Palin's sitting there like, oh, I don't know who they're going to choose. Maybe it's going to be me. It literally can't be you. You served as governor for 2 years, not the full 4-year term. You got tired halfway through and just kind of quit and said, I'm going to go be a reality TV show star. And then that got canceled after about a season and a half. So you as governor should have known that the governor doesn't get to pick the replacement for a vacant House seat. There's a special election that will be coming up in the state of Alaska, May or June. They haven't, set the firm date yet, but that's kind of what's expected here. And right now, the leading candidate is actually Nick Begich III, who is the grandson of former U.S. Representative Nick Begich from Alaska, nephew of former U.S. Senator Mark Begich from Alaska, and Alaska Senate Minority Leader Tom Begich. So the dude, Democrat by the way, or at least his whole family is, comes from a very long line of people that have served in office. So he's got the name recognition, and my apologies if I'm pronouncing his name incorrectly there. But anyway, he's got the name recognition, he's got the clout, he's got the money. This dude is already the front runner, and so far he's literally the only person that has announced they're running for that seat. But I do find it hilarious that Sarah Palin thinks that she might get appointed to be the replacement. Why? You've been out of politics for 14 years and you weren't even good at it for the couple of years that you did it. Okay, remember, half-term Alaskan governor. She made the choice to just walk away because she was like, screw it. Enough of this mess. I want to be famous. And then she just fades into obscurity. Every now and then she pops up on Fox News. This, of course, was Newsmax, because I guess Fox was overbooked for the day. But nobody cares what Sarah Palin has to say. She's no longer the flavor of the week. Her 15 minutes of fame died out a long time ago. Right? We got other crazy people to focus on. We've got Marjorie Taylor Greenes and Lauren Boeberts and Matt Gaetzes and Jim Jordans and Madison Cawthorns and all these other little weirdos out there. We don't need Sarah Palin. But that actually brings up an interesting point too, right? I don't know if everybody is old enough to remember this, but like back in the day, Sarah Palin was about as crazy as it came. Just dumb as a rock. Sorry, but she was. And just goofy as hell. And everybody made fun of her. Everybody piled onto her. And, you know, she was, of course, super radical and very ignorant about politics themselves. But even compared to these idiots we have out there today, Sarah Palin looks like a friggin' Rhodes Scholar, right? And maybe not quite. Maybe that's an exaggeration. But still, like, what passed for crazy in 2008 now passes as just a normal Republican in 2022. But let's never forget that Sarah Palin helped put us on the path that gave us the Greens and Gateses and Boeberts. And for that, she should never be rewarded with a job in politics ever again. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.